Hey, hey, we back with another one. But when I say one, I mean January 1, 2026.
The reset.
We survived it. We back on the other side of the portal. You feel me? You looking through the portal, you hearing through the portal. If you hearing this and it's 2025, I don't know what to tell you. We rocking into 2026. So
Better. Getting even odder.
on the even number year, I don't know how that works, but eyeballing for sure into the next year, but plenty to discuss. Like
Hot.
first day of the year, and it's like 100 things to discuss. So we'll have to remember this mm, later in the year that our year got started off with some hot boy shit. You
Hot
feel me?
ball.
Hot ball shit. Some hot-eyed shit. I mean, I guess also Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you had a great holiday season. For those who don't believe January and February are a real month and they were implanted into our calendars, shout out to you, Gregorian calendar following ass. And
Also shout out to the people that believe the beginning of the year is in April. We know about that too, so you ain't gonna have to correct us. We know.
yeah, for some of those who believe you march into the new year, I mess with you. For those who believe in the April, I mess with you. I just wonder how many days y'all believe are in months, if that's the case. So we going 28-day lunar? If so, then maybe niggas was living older because they added time.
Real quick. So somebody broke it down before. They said there's really 13 months, which is why those later months aren't lined up with what they should be compared to like their name. 13 months, each day has 30 days or something like that. And if you divvy that out, that's 365. My math could be wrong, but
You mean 28 times 13?
whatever number makes that right.
Whatever number you can divide 365 by when it comes to 13.
Let's see.
Is it divisible?
28 days, my guy. So
Lunar. So 13 off the 28, we go lunar. I believe
that's
in that.
4 weeks exactly.
I mean, women's body schedules are on the lunar calendar. I mean, why wouldn't the
So
society follow suit of half of the population's bodies on that clock? But what do we know? Do you agree, Ashley? I said, if we did 13 months, 28 days, it would equal 365 days in a year.
13 months?
Yeah, at 28 days.
Okay.
That follows the lunar calendar, the moon, which is what women's bodies is on. Wouldn't that just make more sense?
Probably because our bodies go through cycles once a month and yours go through cycles every 24 hours.
So then we'd make up the day and y'all make up the month.
That's why
it's
that's
the
why
sun
some women have
moon.
really like bad or like
The sun and moon. The sun and moon.
Mm-hmm. That's why like some women have like really emotional weeks or like air quote bad weeks, if you want to call it. And like guys can get over shit a lot quicker than girls because
Mm,
like
mm. And there is a blood moon. You know what women be, you feel me?
We on to something on
We
iPod.
on to something. We
This
on
is
to
some
it.
iPod shit right
It
here.
is. You can't even get into the sports yet. Niggas is like, what?
intuition, baby.
Yeah. People was like, what? Yeah, PSA alert. All my people who get down how you get down. If you drinking, pull one up. If you smoking, light one up. Get in your zone. You are in the odd zone. Anything coming off the dome.
One more thing before you get into sports. Coming up in February is our 1 year anniversary for the iPods episode. I thought about that. So I think we need to do something.
We do need to do something. And then for those who are keeping score, yes, if Pittsburgh does win this week, me and Rashai get ice water dumped on us. And if we lose, or if Pittsburgh does lose this week, then Damo, who said we wouldn't go 9-7, 9-8, excuse me, again, is wrong because we're the Stellars fans. We're not Steelers fans. We're stale. So it's the record. We've lived this before. It's 2026. But in our heads, shit, it's been the same shit for the past 15 years. So
And came down to one game. Like, this is, I don't know how to feel about it because I'm torn. I'm a Steelers fan, but like, I don't want to get water dumped on me, bro. And this is, that's
y'all getting raw reaction. He's not cheering against his team. He's just saying if they were happen to lose, he wouldn't entirely be sad. See, I got you, nigga. I represent you in the court of public
right,
opinion. You need a lawyer,
right,
nigga. I got you, nigga.
exactly.
That's funny. Um, that's interesting. I'm trying to think. Make sure there's not anything else I'm leaving behind. I don't think so. Do I have a segue? I do, but it's to basketball and it doesn't fit. Kelsey was giving Steelers. He was giving Steelers quotes this week about the standard and this and that, blah blah blah. So, but anyways, we percolate. You know how the Steelers do. We winners. Other people who want to win, they adopt our shit. You feel me? So
This is
that's what
true.
they do. But and then lastly, Ashley did lose in the championship of our fantasy football league
Because Chris is a cheater.
because
What
my
did he
uncle
do?
he has two teams. He masked his wife's team as his team. Really,
That's crazy.
he had two teams, and then Ashley, her team just plummeted. Like, you gotta understand, Ashley's team's loaded. She has Josh Allen, James Cook, Puka Nakua, Jamar Chase, and George Pickens. And then her tight end is Hunter Henry.
Did she draft her
She
team?
drafted her team. I swear to God on my life,
That's
people do not
crazy.
believe me because she doesn't draft, like, she doesn't really care. Like, other people care too much. So she just kind of looks at who's on the board when she picks, and that's how she goes by. So I told her, I was just like, you probably just want to go wide receivers because they're gonna make up a lot of your points. And then, running back, wide receiver, or running back, quarterback, whatever. And she was already on Josh Allen before the season started. She loved Josh Allen before the season started. She didn't care about a running back. So when James Cook came up, she just took him.
Together.
But her first picks, I don't know if she was snaked. She was kind of snaked, so she had like the second to last pick and then the first to
Okay.
second pick. So she picked two wide receivers off top. And then she picked her quarterback and a running back. And then George Pickens or somebody was still available. So she smashed George Pickens. So she had Puka. No, 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 no. She picked Georgia up first. Nigga, Puka was the one hanging. She picked
That's
Puka.
crazy.
He's quarterback like his points.
And Brock Purdy went for a career high. He scored
Yep,
50 points.
it sure
And
did.
she had Josh Allen, who had his worst game of the year. So did James Cook. Well, I ain't gonna say the worst game of the year. He scored 22. But think about all the people who flopped that week. Puka, Jamar scored a touchdown, but he didn't put up much points besides that. George flopped that week. Dallas flopped. I mean, it was just it was niggas who was putting up stupid numbers all year, and then they all flopped at the end while Brock Purdy just went crazy. And the Chicago Bears defense
Stupid.
led him.
Yep, I saw that looking through scores. I was like, damn, Purdy balled out.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Brock Purdy. He's weak as fuck to me. And I know 49ers fans don't come at me. He's as serviceable can be. That's just me. That's just me. And I'm not speaking even out of, I'm hating on him because, on the Ashley fantasy football tip. I'm just keeping this is the way I've always felt about Brock, is that he was handed a golden team, a defense that's always been dope. Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and then Debo, and then your boy Brennan Ayuk. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Are we being serious? Lamar Jackson has never. That's why I keep going. That's why I'm like, I can't play this game with people. I can't play this game with y'all. Josh Allen only has to find Diggs. Who else did Josh Allen have? Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But what's the running game? What's the defense? So shut the. I don't. That's why I'm like, miss me with that bullshit. Like that's why I'm like, I don't want to hate on dude, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all of how I feel about dude. He ain't nothing special. He's nothing special. Nigga's a Honda.
Well, if it
He's
comes
he's a
down
Honda.
to like playoffs, he's not gonna get a Super Bowl. Like,
He's gonna get you there, but that's it. Like he's a Honda. He'll get you to the moon. He'll put 360,000 miles on that, but that's it. You only fit. You feel me? Like he ain't when it comes to torque and performance. He ain't like that. He's
He has to prep so much, I could only imagine, just to, be serviceable. You know what I mean? It just is what it is.
it's
Like,
like
he has to know everything, like, because he has nothing to make up for lack of
he's
knowledge.
maxed out. He's maxed out. While you give other people the same resources to work with and they haven't reached their ceiling yet.
Right. This is a max version of him.
That's just me. That's just me. If you can win 12 games with Brock Purdy as your quarterback, you can go undefeated with a.
One of those top 4 guys.
I'm not even a Christian McCaffrey fan, but he's good, especially in the passing game. He turns your shit up, especially for a quarterback who has to, who is you know, that's it. I ain't gonna spend too much time on that shit.
Yeah. My team
So
flopped too in the semifinals, so don't feel too bad, Ashley. And then we came back strong in the finals. So I was like, of course, when it didn't matter no more. Like, not in the finals, but in the losers
losers
bracket.
bracket fine.
Third place.
Rashad said his team flopped in the semifinals and then they went hard in the consolation finals, so he won. He came in third place. If that makes you feel any better, she said it doesn't.
I was salty. I was salty.
She's salty too. So it is what it is. Low Lowry's on the season. That's how it goes. Speaking of salty, perfect segue now. I was searching for it. Not to just keep just bringing up
Right.
stories.
Take your shot.
Take a shot, boy. Speaking of salty, can Iodine Isaac Brown. Yeah. Iodine Isaac, we salty. Iodine Isaac, we salty. No, I mean if I'll give like a 2-part answer, but for people who don't know, star running back Isaac Brown came in as a 3-star to the University of Louisville into a crowded backfield, was maybe 4th or 5th on the depth chart going into his freshman year. By the time we get to Clemson, ends up balling out. Won our first game on the road last year. Our first game against Clemson, won it on the road, beat the bricks off of them. Thanks a lot to him and Duke's performance, both of which put their name in the transfer portal. Isaac being, spearheading the attack, being that man, put in a do not contact, which means he already knows where he's going. For people who don't know what that means, I think he has 2 years of eligibility left. And I know a lot of UofL fans are hurt, like you said, salty. Here we go again. A lot of those intrusive thoughts that UofL fans have about their own worth within the college sports realm, of how we're a ladder job that people use to step up, and that's all we are, and people steal our resources in order to better their programs and this and that, and it's been proven and da da da. I don't let that spoil necessarily my mindset, but you do learn from your past, right? So I'm not just going to totally throw that behind us, but I will say to those people who think like just don't let that affect your worth. Like, I don't know why people feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if if that's how somebody or a group of people feel, then that's just how they feel. You know what I'm saying? But we gave a 3-star an opportunity to start by the end of his freshman year. That nigga wasn't about to do that shit nowhere else. It's just he's 5'9", he's 190 pounds. Already has some wear and tear on him. I didn't like his value going into his junior year. You've heard me and Lamont talk up here and say our best years were our sophomore years because we wasn't banged up yet.
Banged up. This is
Like,
coming from a running back,
is
guys.
this coming from? Oh yeah, if y'all didn't know, I'm 5'9", 185 pounds. So if anyone could understand anything about Isaac Brown's kind of, you dig us, I'm right there with you. So being a little running back, man, you need a good offensive line. More so, every running back does, right? I'm not sure it's changing that. Big running back, you get stopped behind the line, you get slowed down, you can I got you. You need a good offensive line. I thought our offensive line blocked well in the run game half the year. If you're looking at some of these other top tier programs, like in Miami, in which a lot of us are thinking he's going to, considering he's from the area and they're in the playoff and they got the resources and they got a badass running game and they got a running back who's leaving this year, Mark Fletcher, who's
I
I
got something
personally
small to add to that too, of why I agree
of
with
why
what
I
you're
agree.
saying.
Okay, but I just after watching the way Miami's interior ran block against Texas A&M between the guards specifically and Ohio State, I don't blame him. I don't blame Louisville for also feeling like that they got to match a crazy offer on a 5'9", 190-pound running back, no matter how dynamic he is. If you want to take a ZX7 down the drag strip just because it has a long swing arm and it's souped up and it's not okay, cool. But the ZX11 is still gonna give you trouble in the long run. It's just what it is. So that's why it's just like as it's physics, it's force, it's like it's I love him. I'm just saying you can get something else that doesn't have to be that good and you can make up for it in different areas. And probably something this is what I ultimately believe. That kind of running back who either once you get over 15 carries gets banged up, where you got to kind of like play him out a little bit, or he's more of a home run hitter and not a really between the tackles, like can get you consistently the short yardage. Also, over 4 quarters or whatever, then I don't think that complements Brown's offense as much as I don't know what kind of running back I'm searching for, but more so an all-around back compared to a speed guy. You can go schemes. He can run any kind of scheme zone or just downhill power, blah, blah, blah. It's not the issue. So we have Keywan. We have Coach Barkley. Like, I don't think people put enough respect on Barkley. Like we had Cheney and I can't remember who else, and Keywan and Duke and Isaac all last year. We take 2 freshmen who emerge. They come in as the ACC's some of the top rushers coming into this year. You know what I mean? Like he literally polished up a 3-star recruit and turned it into one of the best guys in the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. And then this year in the Kentucky game, we had 2 guys who didn't play all year go for 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about the development of our running backs. I think we need to find a running back that fits us the most. And a lot of people think, well, you just redirect it. And, well, that's what you do. That's what, like, when you a fan, like, I don't know, like, you don't have time just to sit around and mope and all this and all that. Like, redirect your energy and go fix it. Go find, you feel me? Go, like, I don't like it. Oh, woe is me. We always a stepladder. It's what they do to us. Like, shut up. Like, don't feel that way about yourself just because something happens. Like, that's just the way I feel about it. So I'm like, we're losing somebody, but we have a whole bunch of positives. So you tell me what you think.
So when I seen it, I was like, we cooked. That was my initial thought. That was just what it was. That's what popped into my head. Like, because I was clinging to him because we had lost so much. Ron English and
Tight ends coach.
I was like, we gonna pull a high little quarterback and we still got Isaac though. That happened. I was like, we could. That was my first thought. As y'all just heard, Marcus's take. Sometimes he don't know it. He talks me off the ledge a little bit. He talks me off the ledge a little bit. But I'd be like, fuck it. We cooked. And I'm like, all right. Especially coming from a running back, talking about running backs.
Right.
Okay, I probably wouldn't have looked at it like that because I played offensive line, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But your point about finding someone that probably better fits the style of offense we run, like you said, he can't play any style, but his style seems to more be home run hitter. We're watching the game, we're always waiting for the big play. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. We're waiting for the 80-yard touchdown, the just something crazy where we're like, finally, there it was. That just
Mm-hmm.
boost all his stats up. We need a down to down back that won't get so banged up. I mean, that is a true statement. Like, of course, like if he decided to stay, there wouldn't be any talk about that. That's fine if he stayed, but he didn't. So, okay, now you can address a certain need. Like he said, Kiwan, he is a little bigger. Kiwan's 210, but 20 pounds,
210.
like that's a big difference.
That is, and even he stayed banged up this year to a certain
Right.
extent. So it's just like that doesn't necessarily bode itself to be like, oh, you're gonna be healthier. You can be a down to down back. It just betters
The
your chances.
right. Like
And I think he runs better between the tackles too. I don't think that's like I think when you're so fast, like that's a dangerous weapon. Like you got to learn how to use it. And sometimes Keywan's at the perfect speed between the tackles where he hits it and he's Whereas Isaac, nigga, he's like Sonic or something. Like a nigga, when he shoots through it, motherfucker, like everything moves with him like this. Like you feel me? Like the
Yeah.
whole effect where it's like I need like 4 or 5 steps and then it just explodes open where Keywine's just like I hit it in motion. Like everything's almost like you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like that feel. One's like Flash and the other nigga's just like I don't know.
I don't know why in my head I don't know if y'all even remember this. I know Marcus will. But Beyblades, like some of the smaller, quicker ones, they would just
Oh, there we
but
go.
but they would have a lot of scratches on 'em. They would be, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a quicker shelf life. The bigger ones, they might be a little slow, but anything that hit it would just bounce off and just, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like that, like
Physics, power and
physics.
force.
It just is what it
It
is.
just and surviving it just depends on how well you that's why you really lift weights. People think you lift weights because you getting big and strong and stuff like that.
Yeah, if
Like
you're playing
and
sports, you're lifting weights for protection.
you're lifting weights for protection. So like Kiwan, like that's why I kind of look at him just if I'm thinking forward and I'm like, Kiwan, I want you to stay the same size. Don't get any bigger. I love how fast you are. Like you don't need to be like if you want to be faster, cool. I don't want you to pick up no more weight. I want you to stay where you are. That's perfect. Feel like if you try to pick up more weight, you might even get more injured. That's what people don't understand about body frames. You come as you kind of are as you are. You try to pick up more weight and stuff as a runner, that doesn't work as well. People don't understand that. It's more stress on your body. You come around with stress fractures and just random shit. You know what I'm saying? And just
Mhm.
perf toe and hip flexor here and pull your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like stay at your natural weight and then just lift weights and then get stronger. And if your body can do it, your body can do it. If not, it just is what it is. So it's just like I would just like a complimentary to Kiwan if we can keep Kiwan. He doesn't have to be nothing crazy. He just has to be Braxton Jennings could really be it, but he's got to improve his footwork and hips a little bit for me. But I mean, we might have it. We might just need a Barkley to polish off a 3 star
Right.
and the transfer portal. Like we just need somebody who fits us. Like it is what it feels like in a relationship when you lose a bad bitch and then you're looking for a bad bitch. You don't need a bad bitch. You just need somebody who fits you, your lifestyle. That's how you're gonna move on from this shit.
It's like,
Like you
didn't
need
you learn
someone
your lesson? Like,
and then
feeling
and then niggas is like, he can't keep a bad bitch. He can't keep a bad bitch. Well, I'm not a bad bitch keeper. Maybe I'm a bad bitch getter. Maybe I can take a bitch and now she a bad bitch with me. Maybe I can do all that. You feel me? But maybe that's not who I am.
shit.
That's just like, but that's what people don't understand. Like, that's not devaluing. It doesn't devalue me. You know what I'm saying? I still get bitches. I'm still out here winning. I'm sure Ashley's
Like,
probably thinking, what in the fuck are you talking
what
about? But
the
that,
fuck?
but that is the mindset when you out here, like,
Right.
we're talking about football, boo. Not, but that's the mind, kinda. But did you hear what she said? But anyways, no, but that's like that has less you understand the point. It's transitive in the perspective of your value and letting other people's actions define how you feel about yourself. When really it was like I always felt like I'm that nigga. I always felt like I'm on the cusp. I always felt like and now I lost a baddie. Now I'm just a norm. I'm just a simp. Like what?
Like,
Either that nigga or you not. It's either in you or
right.
it's you feel
Because
me?
I ain't saying too much. I ain't going to. I'll
Oh, right,
have
all right,
sitting here for
exactly.
20,
Look, we
30
need to I
minutes.
know, and
Just
we need to stop talking about women like this and shit. Starting
like, you
2026
know
off.
what? I'm going to
Anyways,
wrap around back to why I think also that Isaac's going to Miami.
yeah, yeah, get back to that.
Y'all do know, obviously, that he's from Homestead. So I mean, that's his home.
Literally.
He did add a do not contact tag, like you said. So obviously that means, oh, I know where I'm going. I don't want nobody to hit me up. Like I got my place in mind and I maybe got a backup if that don't work out, whatever. So I seen a post that was it was like his sister was on in the comments talking to another girl, and she was expressing how happy she was that like she's gonna get to see him more. And she's you know what I mean? So basically she was saying it without saying it. Like, I don't know if that's his older sister, younger sister, but just I get to see my brother more, you know?
Yeah, that means a lot. That
Where
means a lot.
where else would that be? They're that's where they're from. So
So think about this for the people, because I'm sure people, plenty of people have seen this or done this or had this ripple effect like in their life, right? So you want your opportunity here in Louisville, right? But you gotta go somewhere else to get your start because they just ain't here. So you gotta go sacrifice for a couple years or a few years or a decade. You put your work in. Now the opportunity where you can get paid the same amount and come back to where you want to be, your peoples ain't getting no older, this and that, blah, blah, blah. That's where your heart is truly. And you can come back at the same price or even more.
yep.
Like, I'm pretty sure Hallmark has a whole movie series about the complexity of moving to the big city and then coming back home and then finding your true love. You feel me? Just your happiness, really. You feel me? I'm like, there's a whole TV fucking channel about this shit. There's a whole niche form of genre of entertainment about it. Like, it's real.
Lightweight feel like that about us starting this. Like I went to Alabama.
True.
We had we talked about creating this. Then I came back and we were just like
Literally.
came back a few months later we started. Just I don't know what it did. I can't tell you, but I am understanding what he's saying and that it reminded me of that.
Home is where the heart is, bro. Most people experience homesickness when they go off to college. That's when most people actually experience it. And like the body does weird things. Like it'll shut down on you, go into depression, you'll start thinking funny. Like it has its effects, man. So it's like not everybody's the same. So it's just if that's what it truly is, and then his family gets to come watch him. Like I don't like that shit means a lot. So I'm like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. It's not always about the bag necessarily either. Like, and then if you go somewhere that's not Miami, then we can have a different discussion, I guess.
Right.
But I'm with you until I see otherwise. I'm with you.
So yeah, that's all I really got on Isaac.
We want to talk about the other players that are in the portal as well.
Portal opens tomorrow. Shit.
It's about to
By the
get
time we
cracking. It's
finish,
about to
it
get
might be
cracking.
today.
Right.
But the second through the
Right.
16th, 17 players have planned to enter so far from Louisville. I know to us Louisville fans, at least for me, it felt like more than that. Like,
I know it felt
it's
like 30.
right. I was like, bro, that's our team. Who's playing? Like, for real, that's just
only niggas who ain't put their shit in is TJ Capers, Holloway,
niggas like, fuck
Keywan,
it. I'm going to stay and get my
and
shine.
Cliff Lubin. And Cliff Lubin is the only people who ain't put their shit in.
Nah,
We got
seriously.
6 niggas left.
Like, it would be easier to tell you who stayed rather than who left. Like, that's what it felt.
That's what it felt like for sure. That's what it
But
felt like for
it's
sure.
17 players so far. We've lost our top 7 receivers. Only 3 of them to the portal, though.
Yeah, Golden, Boykins, Hughes, and Hurry. We did not lose my man. What's my man? Meeks. Shout out Meeks. Shout out not because my Amelia when we went to camp was playing with his mama and whatnot. So shout out Meeks.
One of our best tight ends, which we talked about earlier. He's going to the portal.
Who?
And
Kariski?
yeah,
Yeah, he goes to church for me. Forget you,
for real,
Kariski. You gonna go to church for me and do me like that? You better come back.
give him a
Watch, I
word
watch, I watch you get
inside.
baptized. I watch you get baptized, bro. There's no way you're gonna do the church like that. On
That's
Northeast, on the
crazy.
gang, on the gang. You want me to tell Tyler and Terrence, the two T's?
That's
She's laughing.
crazy.
She's laughing. I'm being for real. Bro, I'm telling on you, Nate. Where's that tithes and offerings? I need that NIL. Where's that NIL? Huh? Oh,
Money?
they took my money out today. They take my money out every Thursday.
That's crazy. NIL church money?
NIL church money. We extorting him.
That sounds like a song or something, bro.
NIL
NIL
church
church
money? That
money.
sounds like no, that sounds
Or
like a
a
white
dude, a
rapper.
person.
That sounds like a white rapper. NIL church money? Like he's
Bro,
just trying to get a reaction.
that's anything. And they
And
talking about
NIL stands for something though. It's like
exactly.
never I done lied church money. Like what?
Never idolize love or so I don't know.
Never idolize love. You never idolize lust and church. I
Right.
don't know. Nigga has some stupid shit. Anyways, yeah.
And
So
then 3 of our top 4 running backs. Austin
which is Isaac Duke and I guess Boykins. I
Boykins.
think Boykins will be back for the bag. We can get you. You can come back, Boykins. He just wants to see,
He
what
wants
his
to see what's out
opportunities
there.
look like. He wants to see what his opportunities look like. But damn, I mean, we done lost 5 wide receivers and 2 other running backs, 2 of our top ones. Shit, you can get in somewhere.
Now listen, y'all. This is a rewind back to one of our very first videos we posted. Don't turn into Nico. I am a leaving.
Yeah,
Have one of
yeah.
them
Don't do that.
situations.
Don't do that. I'm clowning. No, I was playing.
Right. But
But still. And then
eh,
AJ Green. I like AJ Green. He's in transfer portal DN, number 17. Long.
yeah,
I liked
I
him.
read that name somewhere when I was reading about all this. So
But a lot
little
of offense.
stats. Right. Offense looking a little thin. We gotta reload. You got some
But
names for us?
that's what we do with Louisville.
Anybody specifically that you like, nah, we gotta keep him. I just really think
Clev Lubin.
okay.
I don't know. One of them is leaving, Watson or Hutchinson. One of them are leaving. I could be wrong. Could be both. But like graduating. So it's like whichever one because I liked both of them. Tavon Holloway, obviously. TJ Capers, maybe. I didn't see his name, so I'm like, that gives me even though because we can roll this into our next point with Ron English, our defensive coordinator, saying that he's leaving because his son is entering his senior year at Navy and he wants to watch him play after leading us to a top 20 defense this past year. Even though the year before that, he felt like he was on eggshells and all because of how disappointing we were in our defense. That's been a roller coaster, bad year, good year. Now you leaving after you on top. That's crazy. We had to stop the roller coaster because literally you got off when we were at the top.
Got stuck at the top. They
He
had to
was at
walk
the
up the
top,
ladder. Right. They had to walk
right?
up the ladder and pull
And
you
he
off.
said, and the reason he said is because my son's at Navy and I need to get to this game. Boy, just wait till the ride's over with. Nah, it's
You want
playing.
my no, you want my real opinion?
Are we all homesick?
Because my honest opinion, let's be real. Look, okay,
Look,
it's not
it's the
let's
intrusive thought. Yep, say it.
right.
Say it. I was thinking it earlier. I was thinking it, Rashad. Let's say it.
Listen, I truly believe, of course, every dad wants to see their son, you know what I'm saying, do their thing, whatever that is. So I don't think that's a lie necessarily of like, I want to see my son play more, be there for him. But in his profession, I don't think that is going to make him walk away from his job. I just don't. I think personally that him and Brown they couldn't agree on something, or he was tired of taking the blame for stuff, and he was like, you know what, I'm out. And then I think I think my brother told me him and Brown, English and Brown are friends in real life. So it's probably a conversation of, hey, I don't want to fall out with you, man. You know what I mean? Like it's as far as we go together. This is also to keep our personal relationship intact. I'm just gonna walk away. Here's the reason we can give to the public, let them eat that up. But I'm sorry, I don't believe that he was like, my son's a senior. I'm gonna not coach next year. So that's my take on
Totally agree with you.
it. Cause I'm like, okay, I
I
mean,
totally agree with you, Rashad. I mean, come on, man. The way he was getting, it was basically all his fault last year. And then, the year before that, Jake Plummer couldn't score 10 points in a conference championship game. So, I mean, he's like, what the hell else can I do? So I had a bad year. Fuck it, F it. This is my last year, y'all. This is my last rodeo. Y'all wanted me gone? Look, I'm
do
I'll
your thing.
stay. And I'll stay, but then I'm gone. Coach my ass off. Y'all miss me then. And even still this year, like snippets of the Virginia Tech game where like they ran that screen pass over and over again on that one possession where they scored close on our sideline basically like 3 times in a row, and we didn't change the way we were playing it. And then when they scored, I could see Brom on the sideline just going off in Ron English's direction, which he's done in multiple occasions, I felt like, since I've seen him coach at
Yep,
UofL. And if you're saying they're friends like you say, then yeah, I agree. Like, if I know that like I'm a hard ass, yeller ass coach, like, and that's my dog, like, and that was like you know, English over there, you feel me? I couldn't do it. I just wouldn't put I couldn't put somebody like that in that position if I'm that kind of person. If I can deal with you in a way, if I can communicate with you in a way where I'm like, nah, that's my dog. Like he knows what I'm feeling. You feel me? Like I don't need to express it to that degree. But like if they really friends and Bob's expressing it, and like there were times where I told Damo in our own chats where I'm like, I would tell Brom, you got me fucked up. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. Like that's just straight up. Like it has nothing to do with football or nothing. Like ain't no way you just talking to me like that.
straight
Like
up.
you asked me to do a job. Whether or not I'm failing at the job or not, you at least gonna talk to me with some fucking respect before I knock you the fuck out. And that's any nigga. You feel me? And like that's just how we roll. That's just how dudes roll. Like there's a certain
Yo,
level of,
respect
of
me. I
respect.
mean,
That's why niggas don't act, no offense, but don't act like a lot of out here. Cause like we know we have to clean up our mess.
yep, somebody gonna make you live by those
Damn.
words.
Thank you. So it's just like if they really, like you said, if they really respect each other and they really friends and this and that, this is just the most cordial way for it to go out. And it's probably good that it went out on a good note where it's not sour. You know what I'm saying? Where they can chill and hang with each other and talk about this shit one day and laugh about it over dinner with their families. And it's like, yeah, like there's more important shit in this world when you got a good friend, a good person in your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't like to hear it that way. We like, damn, we always got to sacrifice UofL and there's always something and this and that. And it's like, that's life, man. You know, it's always changing. It's always rotating. This question is, can you do it? You know, the best a couple years and win the championship and be a winner, be called a winner. That's all. That's the only difference. That's the only
Straight
difference.
up.
Like Michigan's a bunch of cheaters and liars and thieves, and they won a championship, and it's okay. Louisville won a championship. We had a booster plate pay for a dirty, and we got a championship taken away from us. It had nothing to do with sports at all. Nothing. Just literally just some shit that just so happened to go happen to some niggas who was on the basketball team. Like, I don't know. You feel me?
And people's, I ain't gonna get into it because people swear like it's the worst of the worst. They're like, oh, they're giving hookers to 18-year-olds. Like people online just swear Louisville's the worst. I'm not saying it was a good deed. I'm not saying I'm not protecting it. I'm just saying though. I ain't gonna get that far into that.
Y'all not gonna like me. I'm gonna say they grown men. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And if that's what they want to do, they can do it. Because there's a bunch of niggas around that age in strip clubs and doing this and doing that. And send a nigga off to war at 18. Goddamn, nigga can't. Well, that's just like that's just like I'm just keeping it a buck. Look at this kid. He's a 20-year-old millionaire. Ain't no fucking kid. Get in my face.
Doing better than us, nigga.
Doing better than any of us will ever do. Look at this kid. Fuck, nigga 6'2", 230 pounds. Ain't no fucking kid. It's a fucking ox, nigga.
Not the
Right. I can't fight. I have to put that nigga down. Like Lassie.
for real. Like, I'm
Like I
sorry.
said, Lassie. Like, oh, yellow. Damn, Lassie had to take away.
Last night, what I do? I'm a good boy.
Nah. Didn't even get the what I do out.
Right. What?
That's like that.
That's crazy.
We getting reported for animal cruelty.
Right.
We
We gotta
got,
start making our stuff 18 plus.
oh, that's crazy. Not
With
safe for
certain
your kids.
segments.
Not safe for your kids. Not safe for your kids.
Okay.
Nah, but yeah, all in
I
all,
got
that's a
I
gist.
got a few questions. I'm just gonna go through them. Stop me if you want to answer it now or if you want to answer all of them at the end. So obviously we have a lot of questions on the table for the football team. Like, who's gonna be our quarterback? Can we develop an offensive line that can protect that quarterback? Can we find someone to get our defense back to the level that it was at or better? And do we need more NIL money, or do we need to be smart about who we're giving the NIL money to?
We need, hey, write y'all apology letters. We need Papa. We need you, Papa.
Hey, they don't even, we're in the corner in the meme. They don't even know. They don't even know.
They don't even know. Oh man. Somebody was talking about going. I don't even know what I should talk about this. I can't talk about it over here. I can't talk about it over here.
Gotta,
They gonna think we weird or something. They get all
right.
quiet and sensitive and shit when they talk
They
about
don't
him.
think we, uh,
They but we all
that's a,
lied.
that's a plug right there. If you didn't know.
Have I FaceTime Papa John before? Yes, I have.
Have we,
Have we?
have,
No.
have we been? You're gonna
To
be
the
like,
French
what are these niggas?
to the French Riviera. Have we been to the French Riviera?
Well, I was talking
They
about
gonna
that literally today. I was like, I could be in there and wouldn't nobody even know it. Like that's literally what I said. It's like it's that big.
The last person I know did that got the bodyguard fired, but I ain't gonna. That was the story. How you get somebody's security detail fired?
It's crazy.
Move around their crib without them knowing, and then when
I
they startle somebody who's in your crib, he gets fired. That's crazy.
I talked to I was talking to Q like last week. He didn't know we were doing a pod, and I sent him. He was like a podcast with a bunch of question marks. So I sent him like our link,
Yeah,
and he responded back. He was like, "Man, this is good." He was like, "Y'all pace yourselves well. Y'all interesting. Blah blah blah." Q messes with it,
it would be funny if people knew how all this was related. They have no clue. I
right?
mean, if you know, you know. How many people you think know? 20 people?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So, and I just saw my boy Colin Shoemate too. You know, it's one of Q's boys and Nick's boys and shit. So, saw him at Casey Barnes shit. R.I.P. my boy Casey, boy.
D. Right.
But y'all, man, need the NIL. Going back to what you were saying, quarterback wise, everyone is so like enamored with a big name. I'm convinced I want a guy who fits Brahms' offense. So, Dylan Raiola, does he? I'm sure he can. If he wants to come here and really get taught the become get the technique, the Brahm technique. He has to come through the monk school. You know what I mean? He has to change his ways. So you're a little old to be changing your ways. DJ Lackway, I don't trust his decision making under Brahm. Thing about Miller Moss, who can make every throw, but still makes the same kind of. I mean, we've had Jordan Weathers on here talk about him being a Florida fan and being like, y'all don't want them problems. He's a Louisville fan and a Florida fan, and he said, y'all don't want them problems, as in us. So I don't, I don't. It's not. I'm not gonna say I don't care. We have Briggs Cherry coming in. He's a phenomenal freshman. Only way I would trust him is if we have a spectacular running game, and then I would be okay with having one of those. Well, this is a new DC this year. Well, this is new this year, so we might go 8 wins, 7 wins with a freshman quarterback. I'll take that, knowing next year we got some shit in the chamber we've been building up. I can use that, but that would be my mindset on the quarterback position. Otherwise, find somebody who fits you. Like it doesn't have to be one of those two. Just find someone who fits you, and there may be somebody who pops open in the transfer portal a little later than you intended. So it doesn't have to be, but not a Miller Moss again. Strike out on somebody who fits your shit more if you're gonna do that. So, and then if not, Brick Sherry, running back wise, stable. Go with a stable. We saw what health looked like this year. So I would diversify my funds in the running back room. I wouldn't pay a nigga too much. Nope. I'm not doing that. He probably told him that, which is why the running back room is already in the portal. The best way to complement a stable of running backs is having a vicious inside running attack between the tackles. If not, that's just me. Just make some shit happen up front. And easier said than done, but you need to be able to run the ball first with us not knowing what our quarterback position is. So I need to invest. If I'm investing, I'm investing in the trenches off top. I'm investing in the trenches off top. I'm investing in the trenches off top. Defensively, with the defensive coordinator position, I'm kind of lost on the people right now until I get more candidates in mind, like that I'm hearing on back channels and shit like that, front channels, whatever. I can start to picture maybe what will look like. But I'll be honest with you, we just came after the top 20 defensive season. I don't expect us to be top 20 again. If somebody comes in and we're literally just as good. I don't even know if what that says about Ryan English. It still says something about Ryan English, but you know what I'm saying. You get the point. It's like, damn, somebody can come in here and just do your job just as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that's true. But I want to see, this is my thing. Play a lot of single high. We're going to play gaps. We're smaller defense. I love playing with speed, right? Are we going to change our philosophy defensively? We're going to go more straight up. We're going to play the gaps, be more, Alabama, like, yeah, I'm playing my shit, I'm playing my gap, I'm playing my lane, and I'm holding that motherfucker. Or are we gonna go more 5-man fronts and 6-man fronts and single high coverage? Are we gonna that would be my question. What philosophically is really gonna fit? And if is our personnel gonna change on that? And do we have the opportunity to do that because we have so many openings that we can actually tailor it to our defensive coordinator that we're gonna get? Are we gonna get them in time for that to even be possible? Because how are you gonna recruit defensive players without a defensive coordinator? So that should probably be the first thing, first order of business. So just that's how my mind runs crazy on that. That's short. I don't know if you want to run through it, your opinions on each position or whatever.
I mean, honestly, I haven't been following too many names for like
Me either.
all the different stuff. I've really just
Because it's
been
not time yet, Rashad. Like,
right.
damn. It's like it's not legal. It's not even legal yet.
So like I've been
Niggas
just
talking about some
watching like
Go ahead.
everything, like how it's falling one way or another, who's leaving. So then after all that news is done, of course, Braum needs to be on that right now, but I'm not Braum. So I'm just, watching it and be like, okay, now that everybody who's going in the portal's gone, who we got left?
Right.
Okay. Who's out there? Okay. How much NIL money do we have? Like more so that type of stuff is how I'm thinking. So I don't have specific names to give you. As far as the coordinator, I am hoping that we can find somebody that we can plug back in and start so where it starts to be a culture and not necessarily like everything eggs in one basket on a person.
Right.
Starts to be like, well, you know
Exactly.
what's expected of you when you step into this coaching position for this.
And
So ain't no
I would model it off Signetti. I really like Indiana's defense. They're just dogs. Like I don't need a bunch of this and that. I need dogs. I need dogs who will nut the fuck up in any scenario or situation. And that's all I need. If that's a 3-star or a 4-star, then what you feel me? Like
are you a dog? Right.
simple as that. Like straight up. So like I don't feel like who's Indiana's best defensive player? I mean Mendoza won the Heisman, so we can easily say it's but it's not. It's the team. It's the weight. That's a man's team. Like a man's man. You know what I'm saying? I look at that team, I'm like, that's a real team. It's like the Eagles or something. It's like that's a team though. Like they ain't slacking nowhere. You may not know their name,
Yep.
but they ain't slacking nowhere.
Which is crazy. I'm sorry, I still
Indiana
laugh.
fans.
No, not even that. That is it true that who was it that said basically Indiana got scared and took us off their schedule?
I'm not hey, listen. I'm not participating in none of that. I'm not
Cause
participating in none of that.
bro, I mean
That
like,
is the worst hindsight 2020 comment I've ever heard in my life.
cause I'm like, I be telling Cardinal Cam this, I be like, they would have it would have exposed us so early in the season. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all see who I got on my shirt, so I ain't but they
I
would
think
have.
we would have scored probably 6 points,
Do you know that person that you like,
6 to
you wanna
10
fight,
points.
but you didn't know that they, like, trained for UFC or something? You like, "Man,
Mhm.
Imma beat the hell out this nigga." And then, like, for some reason, y'all don't fight, and then somebody tells you, "You know that nigga, like, really does this, right?" And you like, "Shit, like, I got saved."
Yeah, like he's
I would
8-0. He's 8-0 and he's with 7 knockouts. And you're
Like
like,
he would have beat the shit out of me.
yeah,
Like that's that because after I didn't honestly, I thought the same thing I thought about them last year. Like, yeah, they can rack up a bunch of wins, but when it comes down to it, they beat the Ohio States and the Michigans? Like, hell
right,
yeah, bro. This year they do. They the truth. They the truth.
right.
It
I
is what it
don't
is.
I don't know, man. Indiana's that's what I would model my at least defensive character. I'm trying to model them offensively. I think we can have a higher ceiling than that, honestly, with Brom as our guy. But defensively, I without going Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, recruiting, I'm not recruiting crazy. It's just like, and don't get me wrong, those guys are good, but they're also guys that you can get. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need a bunch of them. I don't think we need a ton of. This sounds bad. I don't think we need to pay for a ton of depth. No need to pay for a bunch of it. You feel me?
I really do have one final question for you though.
Oh
I'm gonna
gosh,
ask this every period. I'm gonna ask this periodically. I already asked y'all earlier in the season. I'll ask now. Do you think Brom has what it takes to get Louisville into the college football playoff?
does he like the fortitude, or does he like the resources, or all of it? Just all
All
of it.
of it, and I guess if you want to dwindle it down to one question, do you think he will get us into it before he's retired or leaves, whatever?
Yeah, I'm still staying on that. It doesn't look as good now. Doesn't look as good now, like this moment in time. But who knows? The wind blows. The wind blows a lot. What's the word I'm looking for? It just blows back and forth more this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may be good this year, you may suck the next year. Luckily, we haven't experienced that. Yeah, I think we will. I think we will have a year or two where we put it all together. The game is putting it all together in the NIL era. No one's using original parts. We're all putting cards together with each other's parts and this and that, blah, blah. Trying to see who's the best. It's just
Yeah, it's like a random generator. But
until there's
like,
like a true formula. Is there a
right.
true formula? Because we're still like people who are still dominating per se are still on the old formula. They're just using NIL to bolster, like to stay at number one. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like if Drake was number one or whoever was number one before streaming, then when the streaming comes, he's just going to use these advantages in the streaming department to keep his number one position. He's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel about Georgia. Like Clemson's gone down, Florida State's gone down, this and that. Michigan stays where they're at. Ohio State stays where they're at. Oregon stays where they're at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, resources, resources. I think we have enough. I think people are mistaken that with thinking that we need a ton of depth and like we got to spend a whole bunch of money in order to like certify it. And it's just like we just need a good year where people stay healthy, where our best players stay healthy and they give us opportunity to win. And then our most important positions are playing their butt off. This, and I think that's kind of it.
Okay. I can agree with you. Like, it's not really a formula.
It's
It's
not
more
probable, it's
so
possible.
right.
Like I wouldn't give it above 50%, but it's hard for me to think like out of if he's here 8 years that he won't luck up on one or two. That's just
I
hard for me to
just
believe.
I just keep going back to this year.
He did it with Jake Plummer.
A few possessions away from getting in this year.
Right.
As bad as it ended,
That's what
a few possessions from getting in this year.
and we really
So
were at possession last year in the Notre Dame game, right? Am I wrong? If we would have won the Notre Dame game,
we probably I
we
can't remember
still
our
would have
record
made it as
exactly.
an at large. No, 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 no. We lost. No, no, no. We lost at the end. We lost at the end, didn't we?
Yeah.
We lost. But no, 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 no. It's still like that was a possession game though. We're not it's not like Notre Dame smacked us. We smacked them and then we lost to them by a possession or two. You know what I'm saying? Like we smacked Clemson and then we lost to them this year by a possession. Like we smack a nigga and then barely lose to him the next year. What would you rather do? Would you rather barely beat a nigga or and then get smacked the next year? I feel like we're the aggressor. That's what I'm talking about. Like, why are you making somebody devalue you because they go to somewhere else? Like I'm smacking niggas. Tell me who I have not beaten since I've gotten to Louisville. Who have I not beaten in the conference?
That's the only other thing that I think works in our favor is that the ACC to me is still kind of down. And the one team that is putting us on their back, we beat them this
Convincing. Well,
year.
I ain't gonna say convincingly, but with Miller Moss, nigga.
Four or five interceptions. That's
And if you talk about, oh well, Miami's a good program. What happened when we played them last year with Cam Ward? We lost by a possession. Every game I'm giving you is a possession, but we smacking niggas on the other end. What did we lose to Pittsburgh? Okay, we did lose to Pittsburgh by a couple possessions the first time. Did we not smack them niggas this year? Nigga, I smack everybody. I beat everybody in this room up. I just ain't beat them up in a row. And you was talking about, can I do it? Yeah, nigga, catch me on the right day. Nigga, I'm whooping all you niggas. I've done it before. Not afraid of nothing. I beat you with one hand tied behind my back because my quarterback was, you feel me? And my running backs was hurt. Like, y'all
so
got me fucked up. Like, that's just the way I feel about it. Like, that's why I'm like, Louisville fans, like, turn the fuck, like, ignite
he's
that
saying
switch in you.
chill out.
And ignite that switch in you where you're like, y'all got me don't forget who you are. Don't let other people forget who you are. Like, y'all not even like at an ACC. Clemson should get all the money, and Florida State, and you know, and this and that, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we should leave the ACC because ACC's crap and all this. And Louisville couldn't make the jump. I beat all you niggas with my coach. I don't care. That's where I'm like, whatever. I've beat Georgia Tech the first 2 years that I walked in this motherfucker. That's the same quarterback. I beat twice. You can't convince me. I'm already too far gone. Convince somebody else. That's what you best do.
So what he's basically saying is chill out, remember who you are, keep going.
Marathon continues. RIP Nip.
That's all I got on Louisville football.
Let's get to something else because it's about to segue in. Louisville basketball. Michael Brown.
Yes, sir. That was top of my
Hold
shit.
on. And stop. Let me give love. Because everybody talking about Isaac leaving and this and that. Let's give love to Chris Bell. Let's give love to Colin Lacey. Let's give love to July. I don't even know. All the players who have not switched up and held us down. I don't hear enough people giving them love. It's hard. It's harder in this NIL era. You feel me? It's easier to go back home because I'm getting paid back there too. You feel me? It's opportunity, this and that. Like it can make everything just a little bit easier, right? Chris Bell didn't switch up. Colin Lacey, he got hurt and he said he was gonna come back next year. He didn't have to come back. So it's like we get love. Love the people who love you though. That's the way I be feeling. Like you gonna miss your opportunities. Motherfucker talking about they want love in their life. That's what be happening. They just be missing it. That's why it would be like, we got people who love us, bro, who's cold, who's on play in the league, we've always had that. We've always had Teddy and Lamar's and Vontae's and I don't know, Michael Bush and Brian Brown and Elvis Dumerville. I don't know. I'm just naming niggas off. But you get the point. You feel me? Stop measuring your worth by situations that don't turn out the way that you wanted them to. I'm not going to have a happy life. I'm on my soapbox. I'm sorry. But anyways, transitioning in, don't act like that with Michael. I feel the same energy where it's like, Michael is back. Is he really hurt? Pat Kelsey acting weird about the questions and getting mad and this and that. I'm like, that's lame. That really is. I'm not talking about that. Shout out Brooks holding fast on the question for me though. I said for me though. For us though, about the injuries. I room with him at camp. At football camp at Man, So shout out to Brooks. He writes for the Courier Journal. If you don't follow him, please give him a follow. That's my dog right there. That's a good dude. Good writer. I like Brooks. And I like CL. Shout out Courier Journal. So, but no, he just asked a question like, Pat got a little chippy,
He did.
I don't know if he tried to blame it on gambling or something. I will admit, when you're at Louisville and that's your star point guard, you're going to get that question, Lucas. You gonna get that
I
question.
mean,
You gonna get that question every day, bro. It's just what it is.
yeah.
It's the price of doing big business, and your point guard is big business at Louisville. If you didn't know, That's like your
You're gonna
quarterback.
you're gonna have people concerned like, "Yo, is it more serious than what you leading on?" Type shit, you know.
That was his mood that I was getting from him though. Was like, all right, bro, calm down, stop questioning me. Like I'm not, you feel me? Like stop testing me almost. It's like I know what you're doing. Like I just told you, and it's just like Pat. Even if he is doing that, which Brooks isn't, I'm gonna give Brooks the benefit of the doubt. He's not. He's just not afraid to ask no question neither though. So his response just felt like it was a little just out of agitation and from that perspective in which me and you were talking about, and not really from. I don't know. I don't know.
I
I can't tell if that's like a point, like a point for him, like a weak point, or if like he's just like he just like over it kind of deal, or if he's protecting Michael and he'd rather just do that to protect him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I think more so Michael, probably has a real back injury or it's hurt more so. And they were like,
you ever had back spasms?
I haven't personally, I heard that they are painful.
They're bad.
But they're like, hey, we know who we got coming up. No, we're not trying to overlook anybody on our schedule, but we know who's coming to the Yum Center. We want you at 100%, not 80, not, not limping into the game. We want you out there fresh. So I think personally, they were like, bro, we don't need you against Cal. We don't need you against Stanford. You're going to come back against Duke and we're going to move forward from there and then we'll take it from there. But I know on that night, I want you 100%. So I think it's more so that. And like you said, in the meantime, he's protecting them. I'm sure he gets asked on and off camera about this so much that like have you ever been trying to keep something low key but people keep asking you and then you take that frustration out and you just like they like, bro, it's my first time asking you. And you're just like, yeah, but that ain't my first time getting asked. So like back off. Like the thing is kind of like he's just trying to
Yeah, I do that
has a
shit all the time. I do that
he
shit
has
all
a
the time
plan. Right.
because I understand insinuations. I understand
Right.
when you're asking a question, what kind of. See, my mind goes to what information are you looking for though?
Right.
It's not what you're asking. It's
You're
what
trying to
are you
poach
looking
something out of
for?
me.
And because of that, it's like when someone. It feels like somebody's trying to like take their fork and grab some off your plate, and then you take your fork and you're praying with them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and they're like, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?" I was just trying to take a piece. Why? Well, you trying to you coming for something? You feel me? Like you should have just asked me. But now, since I feel like you using your fork to come over on my plate, this is how I'm responding in jest. That's the way it felt like,
So
which is human nature.
right. So I
I
think he'll
don't
be
really,
back for that night.
and like I said, I don't care. I don't care if you care. If you care, I don't care. Go talk to somebody else about it. Like for real, this is what it is. I'm enjoying my freshman star point guard. Let him rest. It's like a little baby. It's like everybody wants a little baby out to play. Let him rest.
Like, keep it
He's a
down.
baby, right? He's a baby. He's the star of the show, but he's a baby. Let him get his rest. When he's up, he's up.
And
He's
that
up.
night we want him at
Up.
100.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, shout out Michael though. Shout out to fam. Shout out to his dad. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, we easily dismantle Cal. We play Stanford one of these days coming up here. Are you still kind of scared that we live and die by the three? Like when we hit that motherfucker, it looks great. I mean, like it's just at home feeling good. We do even in our games like a Cal, we have some points and moments where we're stagnant, where it just be like, okay, here we go. We're going on one of them little dry streaks, which is classic Louisville. Like, even though the coach is different, how he plays a little different, but I'm like, that's classic Louisville. Like these little dry spells where it's just like, all right, who's gonna pull us out of that? Does that worry you at all?
It doesn't worry me because even with it, we still scored 90 points. It worried me a lot
Which is
more
crazy.
when the margin was smaller because Rick Pitino was our coach.
Okay,
So it don't
good
worry
answer.
the dry spells don't worry me as much. because of that, I feel like we're on the opposite end of the spectrum where it feels like we're careless at times with our shot selection, especially when the right person doesn't shoot a three. I want McNeely shooting a three. I want Woolley shooting a three.
I
And of course,
want
and of
Conwell
Conwell
to shoot
shooting
my
the
threes.
threes, nigga.
I want, boy, he done made me a
Look,
fan.
look, look, look. Box score, box score. He shot 13 threes. We shot 37 as a team. Good.
He made
He
like
should be shooting. He made
5,
six
didn't
of
he?
them. He made
6,
6 of
okay.
13. Okay, yeah. He's shooting the threes. He's shooting the threes, Rashad. Damn it. Who's the next guy I said? Woolley. 7 threes. So they shot 20 of the 37 so far. Good. He had 3 of the 7. Another guy who shot 9 threes. So it's 29 of the 37, McNeely. So if they're shooting 75% of the threes, them three, I'm good. Shoot as many threes as you want to. Just make sure y'all are shooting them. Shout out Javon for hitting a three. Shout out to Kobe Rogers for hitting a three. That's what we need from them. Just 1 or 2. Space out the D. Shout out to Kanai for not attempting one. If it was open and he'd take it, sure. But he was being aggressive. We needed that. So five rebounds for Kanai, third on the team. So that's why it's like, I need the right people shooting the threes. That's first off. Second off, shout out to Edward Hodge. I saw him post this on Twitter. Something about what scares me the most, Rashad, is what he echoed. Where's our easy baskets? That's what worries me when we play a Creighton in the tournament and they got a big 7'2" down there. Where's your easy baskets coming from? So when we do go on those dry spells, are they elongated? How do we marginalize them? If you really are a scoring team, you need to marginalize your dry spells and then give your players good, easier shots. I think part of that could be starting to feed Sananda more, which we did in that game with his first double-double of the year, and operating the offense through him a little bit more while you get a little bit more guard action on the perimeter.
He needs the reps too of just the reps of feeding him and understanding that like, hey, we need this sometimes. We need you to be the focus of the offense sometimes.
And you know what he really needs? He needs to study Khalifa. He needs to study the way that he can get the ball off with people cutting around him because that's when our offense is at its best. So Sananda needs to figure out how he can tap into that because that's going to make him a lot more open offensively. It's going to give him more lanes to drive, more one-on-one opportunities, more space to work, and then give us more opportunities going to the basket, off down cuts, off screens, off this and that. If Kason Pryor was healthy, I would say yes, but I don't know how healthy he's going to get. So now I'm looking at Khalifa, Fru, and Zugris. So really Khalifa and Fru.
Zugris, when we in foul trouble, one of them
That's
are
it.
we just need a body out there.
That's it. So it's just like Sananda, Fru's our man. Like he's going to have to be our man. And Khalifa, God, his offense is so putrid. But besides his offense within 10 feet, I mean, his passing is it's godly. That one pass he threw to Isaac McNeely before, it was like a quarterback throwing with anticipation on a comeback route before the dude broke. And it's already out of his hand, but he placed it so perfectly. It's something like that where it's just like, oh, it's like a back shot. It was just perfect. The defense just was not communicating. It opened up perfectly. All he had to do was grab the ball, take 2 steps, and dunk it with nobody around him.
I just wish I don't know because I don't know his aspirations of trying to play like past Louisville or going pro, even overseas, whatever. But if we could put that passing ability and give it to somebody else, like once he's done using it, because just to think that like he's
Hey,
sitting
little
at
bro,
home and like, bro, you can
you're gonna have
pass
to leave
like
it.
that.
You're gonna have to leave that in the locker room. Leave what in the locker room?
You're
That
passing.
passing ability.
You need that Space Jam
That
basketball where
Space
it
Jam
can it
basketball.
can
Yes,
take
yes.
abilities right here, touches.
I need that. I need Khalifa's passing
No,
with
that
Conwell's
woo,
and Michael's.
Conwell, bro. He shoots with so much confidence. I think every single one of them's going in. I'd be like, that's good. Like,
Even when he misses, I'd be like, it's all right. It's all
all
right.
right, just keep shooting.
Keep
Keep shooting, little bro.
keep toting that motherfucker. He's the only person I don't care. I'm not gonna say I don't care,
I know what you mean.
but
I already know what you're talking about.
you can kind of shoot whenever you want to. I
You got the
prefer
green
you.
light.
I prefer you, especially if you're like not in a complete rhythm. like take the best ones for yourself. But at the same time,
I can see when
I'm
he's
not
about
mad
to
at you.
pull.
I'm not mad at you when you open. He reminds me like he reminds me of like your offensive game a little bit, where it's
You
like,
just I pull from anywhere, boy.
and then next thing you know, a nigga's hot, and you just like, "Ah,
Yeah.
shit,
He done shot
nigga,
himself into it.
it's some shit like that, and you're like, his feet wasn't even, you feel me? His shit, you
Like,
feel me? It's
hey,
just like,
I just need the hand motion and the muscle memory. And then the next shot is like I'm shooting it the exact same way I just hit that. Like, which is probably not the fundamentals, but hey, that's how I shot. Like, I'm gonna shoot that the same way.
that's,
His feet wasn't even set. He just threw it up.
hey, that's yeah. And then on top of that, he had like 4 rebounds, 4 assists, or something, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
He's made me a real fan. I really
Me
like
too. Me too. I'm not gonna lie. Carlik Jones, one of my favorite transfers. Like I would say in the past like 10 years, right? Montrez, Damian Lee,
yeah.
Chucky Hepburn, and him.
It's not just the shooting. He's got some dog in him. When we talked about this, where like he probably feels like I had to work for all of this. It's wasn't an overnight just, you know. So he got some dog in him too.
Nah, he does. It shows. He lead. It feels like he leads with the dog. Like he knows how to have the dog lead the team a little. Like I don't know how to explain that, but the team picks up on his doggedness.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's the head of the dog. He's the head of the dog. So and then if I just real quick, just to go over some quick, trying to think. Ryan, like you said, balled out. Not too much to say on Ryan, honestly. He played his butt off. He played hard. Adrian Woolley, I think he just needs to keep building, right? I don't think he needs to like in his head be like, oh, now I'm a 20-point game scorer. Like, not really. Like, just keep building on how well you play, like in the flow of the offense. And then he always plays hard. But 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in 28 minutes, 9 of 14 from the field. That's good. Then, like I said, Sonata Fruit, 13 points, 14 rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds, big, 4 of 8 from the field, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. We need our bigs to really shoot well from the free throw line. That's a big plus. So thought he brought out 2 blocks as well. Isaac Manili being 3 of 9 from 3. I'm still not finding he has his motion. Like he's thinking about it too much or something.
Yes. Get that shooter's mind where you could go on a drought and then the drought extends because you're in your head now instead of just letting it fly.
Yep.
Like, and you're like, oh, I gotta do, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Back
Yep.
to, I'm no, I'm no college athlete, but like when I would get hot, it would just be because I was letting it fly, not because I was like, set your feet and tuck your up. No, just, and they'd be like,
Yep.
okay, that
Exactly.
felt good, you
Shooters
know,
shoot.
that
Shooters
felt
shoot. It's as
good.
simple as that. Like, even me, I'm not a shooter, but I can't think about shooting. When I'm not thinking about shooting is when I'm shooting my best. I can't think about it though. Can't think about blinking. I start blinking too much. Can't think about breathing. I start breathing weird. You know
Breathing
what I'm saying?
manually. I've heard that.
You
Like, it's
I'm
not
trying to suck.
automatic right now. Right.
Right. It's like shit like that. Like, Isaac, just relax, bro. Like, and no one's really putting pressure on Isaac either. Like, we were killing Luke Hancock. This,
Right.
this-
I'm waiting
man, get-
for him. I'm waiting for him
me
and
too.
to just have at a game where he explodes, where everything, the buckets of the ocean, he's
Yeah,
just
me too.
letting it fly. Feel
Me
like he's
too.
due for one, and it's gonna happen.
Me too. Can't wait till it happens. Javon Hadley played the same amount of minutes, shot 4 less shots, ended up with the same amount of points, 11 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. What didn't he do? Hit a 3, hit 2 free throws. I mean, 7 defensive boards. So Javon, when we play against the right style team, he is hella effective. I mean, he's really
Yeah.
effective. Like, and he plays really hard defense. I thought he played really, really good defense. So that Kanai bought out. He played hard. He didn't play, he was 2 of 4, had 5 points, 5 rebounds. A block of steal turnover. 18 minutes. But there was a play where he just like pushed somebody, ran somebody over. In the midst of them calling all those fouls, not giving a damn, someone falling at his feet, still getting a rebound and going back up. I thought that was pretty dope. I thought we just need that from Kanai. Like, I don't care what your output is. I don't care how many points you score. I just need you to come in and play hard, like, and see where everything else ends up. But like, I like that version of Kanai. So, and then Kobe Rogers, Jesus Christ, feels like he falls on the ground harder than anybody else I've ever seen in my life. I mean, learn how to fall easier. It stays just getting banged up. I guess that's the way I feel about it. Plays hard though. Banged him a nice little three to get us started. And then Ali Khalifa. I mean, just no bag under 15 feet. I mean, just bagless. I mean, just no bag. But gosh, he is one of the greatest passers I've ever seen. Nigga, fuck getting a quarterback, nigga. You about to be on the football team.
No, for real.
That
He's
big, put his big ass back here. The great, I'm not, that
you play
man can,
quarterback and O-line.
he passes like an old dude in the YMCA who is telling you, I'm not even about to shoot this game and we still gonna bust your ass. Like, that's what he plays like. Like, he does it so easily. I'm like, if you just had any slice of an offensive game under 15 feet,
Anybody
just one move, just just a David Patchett, little just
right.
jump hook. Something
And
real quick.
everybody knows he's trying to pass. I mean, everybody. He's just standing there observing, and he still makes it happen. Like you
That's how you know he's cold.
like it'll
Being
still just
being 7
like,
foot, it still
what
opens
the
up different passing lanes for you. But I mean, he's like a ballet dancer, but he's built like a bull in a china shop.
right.
But he don't be going hard on nobody. And he has to be, when he plays defense, he's not that fast. So he has to play defense before the ball gets there. He has to. Otherwise, he'll get cooked.
Sorry, this Ole Miss Georgia game, 59 seconds left. Ole Miss up by 3. Georgia's
No,
on
they
like,
not.
yes,
No, they
they
not.
are. But
No, they
Georgia's
not.
on like it's 4th and goal.
No, they not,
And
Rashad.
the only reason Georgia's up that far on the field is because they got a pass interference call in their favor. Looks like they're about to kick a field goal. They're only on the 6-yard line, but they're about to kick a field goal.
How did Ole Miss come all the way back?
I don't know, but that's why I kept peeking back. If you was seeing me look, because I kept looking like, damn, these niggas is
Because
fighting.
they went off on them in the second half, nigga. Their defense ain't holding up. They got 450 yards of offense, nigga. That ain't no Georgia defense. They'll let you do that though. They let Tennessee do that earlier this year. So, but
Tie game.
no, this just, with all that being said, when we talking about the U of L basketball stuff, the only thing I got to say really on that is overall, like forecasting wise, like Mikael Brown doesn't mean enough to me. Like my perspective switches where it's like we're playing two games that we should win, no matter if they started out 10-1 or 12-1. I don't give a damn. Stanford got a good guard too. Wait till you watch him play. He's good. We need to improve the rest of our team. This gives us opportunity in the conference games that mean something. Like
It gives Woolley a chance to get in, get some more minutes, get some
to turn,
confidence.
to turn himself up. It gives Isaac more shots, which he needs to get out of his slump. It gives Khalifa more opportunities to work. And then, like you said, Woolley, that frees up even more positions at the 4 or, Kanai, Javon. They need that. We all need that work right now. We're not there yet. We're still trying to polish up who we are. And a lot of that is, 90% of that's over 90% of that's without Michael. It's just one person. So while people who are worried and voicing themselves about the injuries and this and that, and is he gonna what's his name? Shaden Sharpus. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Shaden Sharp went to UK and never played? He just used him to rehab. Is he gonna Shaden Sharpus? Like, why are y'all worried about that stuff so much? Like, it freaks me out that y'all's minds go to the worst possible scenario every time. And who leads that charge amongst the Cardinal faithful is the way I feel. I'm like, it's like 10, I know it's got to be like 10 or 15 people who's just, oh, no. It's just like, shut up.
That was
I
never
understand.
a thought in my mind.
I understand you feel that way, but like, geez, like, it's just like, Gosh, I don't deal with that. I don't deal with that well, I say. So I'm just like, I just don't understand people who just, I'm gonna say it again, just not positive. Remember who you are. Who taught you to hate yourself? I know, that's too real.
Right. Say they gonna reject that. I don't give a damn what
That
you talking about.
speaking of that Black History Month coming up, do we have something special for you? We sure hope so.
We sure hope so. In our year anniversary in
And
Black
our year
History Month,
anniversary,
we picked a good time to start,
we
huh?
did Black History. We're making Black History.
Hey,
Hey, so yeah, I sit on the Louisville basketball front. Nothing really on UK. Shout out to UofL's women. 91-58 win over SMU today. Riddle you this. You like riddles. We shot the same percentage, had about the same turnovers, but we won by almost 30 points. No, we won by over 30 points. Yeah, we won by over 30 points. So if our percentages were the same,
we took more shots, so we hit more threes.
we took more shots. They took 48 shots. We took 72. They
We was
had three
coming
off
down. We was coming down, getting that thing up.
and missing and getting it back. We had 15 offensive rebounds. They had three.
That's crazy.
So we definitely, so of course, our turnovers were close to the same. A lot of stuff was close to the same. We just put up 70 shots and they put up 40. That's why I
Up,
was crying.
shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot, Nick. Shout out to our women, man. I'm gonna get to a game. Shout out to
For
Amani
sure.
Berry. I think Amani Berry. She bought out. All the women did. They all had like 10 and 15 points. You know, like the whole team, like literally the whole team. I remember my dad used to beat me in NBA Live when I was a kid. He used to be like, "Yeah, nigga, you don't know how to play real basketball, nigga." He was like, he's like, "You got two players trying to score 50." He said, I got the Detroit Pistons, nigga. We all scoring 12, nigga, and we gonna beat you, nigga. Everybody scoring 12, nigga."
That's the truth though.
Yep.
Like
He said, "That's why you'll
everybody
never
in
beat
double
me."
figures.
But think about it. This is around the time that Shaq and Kobe lost to the Pistons. So he's definitely talking shit. You
Right.
don't know how to. Yeah, this is what he's trying to prove a point to our generation.
Exactly.
This ain't about me.
This
This is
ain't even
about
about
Kobe.
us. Right.
But what
It's
my
bigger
dad
than
feel
you,
about
nigga.
Kobe. Move out the way, little nigga. I might want to catch this oop on your head, nigga.
You just the vehicle to my destination.
Right. I dunk on him with Shaq. He comes back down, runs Rip Hamilton off two screens. I go for the pump fake. He passes out to Chauncey Billups, nigga. Bangs me, nigga. You want to go for that? You gonna leave Sheet open? You gonna leave Sheet open?
Then Tayshawn in the corner on that game.
Specifically the corner, correct.
That's what
They gave him a boost.
Ron used to play with the Pistons. Me and Rodney could not beat him because, like you say, you'll shut down everybody. And then Tayshawn, he's having the greatest game of his NBA Live career from the corner, feasting.
He would try to beat me with Yao Ming and Steve Francis and all them too.
He mixed it up on you.
Because I would always take Shaq and Kobe. Like, fuck you mean, nigga? I'm taking Shaq at least. Shaq, Kobe.
Right.
I'm taking him, so that's what it is. I was never taking the Spurs. Shout out Damo.
What happened? I'm sorry, bro.
I missed something?
I look up and now Ole Miss is on their 30 about to kick a field goal to win this game.
What the hell?
What the helly? What the heliante? Kirby called a timeout trying to ice the kicker. What is going on? They just tied it, bro. They
Ole
must have
Miss
had a
one.
big play or something.
Ole Miss winning the championship. Who's Ole Miss playing? Not Oregon. Oregon and Indiana play each other. What's the other team?
So it
Miami.
has to be,
Miami and Indiana.
that would be a crazy championship.
This is the thing, though. I don't think Miami can. I don't think Miami can score enough. I think Ole Miss can nullify their pass rush with quick passing. I know a lot of people
Hey,
haven't done it. But I feel like if anybody can do it, it's somebody like that.
he hit it. He hit. 6 seconds left. Oh my God.
And these parts, we call them the fighting Jordan Watkins.
Georgia fans in the crowd, salty. Come sit at home with us. It's all good.
Them
Come
Alabama fans.
Come join the party. I know. I need to take a trip down to Bama just to talk a little bit.
1, 2, nigga, Alabama and Georgia, all they fans is in Cancun. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
So
Them racist ass Ole Miss fans.
we
I wouldn't
speak
even
a
say.
little about the CFP since we here.
Oh yeah, since we here, Yes, sir. Yep,
He
and get to
upsets
it.
Ohio State, Oregon beats Texas Tech, Indiana dominates Alabama, and Ole Miss look like they about to squeak by Georgia.
Okay, so Ole Miss, Georgia, we can start there. We haven't watched it. We've been on here. All I can tell you is that it looks like Chambliss just went crazy. 30 of 46, 362 yards, 2 touchdowns. So running back Lacey, who came in with an injured shoulder, 22 rushes, basically 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. So top wide receiver, 9 catches, 156 yards and a touchdown. 473 yards of total offense. They have 2 sacks and 20. They both have 22 first downs, but Ole Miss has 2 sacks. When it comes down to it, this is what worries me with Miami playing Ole Miss is that, Stockton went for 215 and a touchdown, and the running game went for 100 yards. Miami put up similar numbers with Carson Beck going for less than 200 yards in a win against Ohio State. I just don't think it translates. What the hell is Georgia doing? Gosh, what are they
What just
doing?
happened? How did they get 2 more points? I turn my head every time and it's something new.
Rashad, they kick return, they try to throw it across field for a reverse return. The dude missed it completely. He threw it backwards, and then it rolled and hit the pylon, and then they called a safety. I've never seen that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen that play in my life ever.
They tried it.
But yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see. I'm not saying Miami's defense can't shut down Ole Miss. I don't see Miami's offense putting up more than 21 points. I think didn't Miami's defense score yesterday?
I think
Have a
so.
pick six?
Yep, they did.
Okay. Okay. So that's part of the scoring. So that's why I'm like, I don't see Miami scoring more than 20 points. Ole Miss, I see their offense scoring more than 20 points off a short passing game and an effective run game.
Yeah,
Can Miami can still
Beck
control the game and not win.
Beck didn't he obviously is playing good enough to advance his team, but
Right. Right.
he didn't have that many yards. Like when I was looking at stats
150,
after,
170.
yeah, so not
He's
so high
not
power. It's Tony.
he's a better version of Miller Moss. Let's just be honest. He'll hit you a few deep balls here and there, but he's a short passing game. He's more of a game manager to me, especially with Mark Fletcher in that offensive line. That's what he was at Georgia. That's so just quick analysis on that game. Well, yeah, and then to go, if you want to segue into the Miami Ohio State game, you have any thoughts on that last night? Because
Let's see.
that is the matchup of that Ole Miss winner.
That obviously an upset. I did not believe in Miami. And then it got me in my feelings as a Louisville fan a little bit. That's when I texted y'all and said, we fell apart and Miami got better after Louisville beat Miami. And I don't know. I can't even express the feeling, but it made me feel a way. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know the feeling. But
Really? I thought less of Ohio State going into the game, so I don't think any more of Miami. I
I
think more of
just
their defense.
I just thought that Ohio
Differences.
State's receivers was gonna get off and that was gonna be the game. But apparently they were all over saying because I didn't see that whole game.
Couldn't run the ball. They have 55 rushing yards. Not only did they dominate in the trenches,
40
but oh my bad, 45. Not only did they nullify them between the tackles, but you should have seen the speed side to side, Rashad. Nigga, because Ohio State got a running back named Bo Jackson.
Why you set that man up for that?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's like the dude Bryson Tiller, but he plays for Kansas. That's the dumbest shit ever. Go where your name
No.
has go where your name was popularized, nigga. Shit. No, but he tried to run sideways on Miami one time and they middle linebacker he walked him down. He walked him down. So it's just like that's side to side, along with nullifying them. They couldn't run the ball. That leads you to passing more. When you pass against that defensive line, that's a trap. That is an absolute trap. That is an absolute trap. So they played the trap game, and then they didn't have many shots over the top because they were keeping everything in front of them. So it was just a really good game defensively by Miami. It was really good. The offense just had to do like another team that we saw today, Oregon. All they had to do was be what's the word I'm looking for? Comprehensive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Just do your job. It don't matter how you do it, just do it. We'll win. So just finish this work in an 8-hour shift and we be good. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of deal I got. So and then Mark Fletcher, he lost his dad running back for Miami. You know me, you know my golden rule. I don't talk bad about another Mark. I did talk bad about one, but it's another story. But shout out Mark Fletcher, RP his dad. I think he's been playing really inspired football. He's one of them big running backs that we talked about. We can really put some shit on his back, and the way he ran between the guards specifically, I mean, he was slipping through. He's a big guy slipping through some shit. So I'm not used to seeing that from Miami. I'm not gonna lie.
No, and that's why
Big dog football. Big dog.
that's why when I tuned in, I was like, all right,
Big dog.
yeah, y'all belong in the playoff.
Big
Y'all
dog.
definitely wasn't the one to get eliminated. Shit.
That's not the same team that we beat.
Right. And that's back to my original statement about it. That's why I was in my feels. Like, like it ain't got to necessarily be a relationship, just a situation, friendship, something that you was a part of, anything, and they doing better. Like after you just like, damn. So it's me, huh? Like I don't know. It's
So it's
me.
me, so I was one in the back with it.
Yeah.
They want to say what it.
Now has entered the chat somehow. The game I want to talk about a little bit is that Indiana, Alabama.
Okay. The Oregon game, it's not really much to talk about.
That was textbook.
They outclassed Texas Tech. Defensively, Texas Tech played well enough. The offense was just crap. I think I do hurry up. I forgot
The
that one.
offense
I
was
was just gonna
terrible.
say neither QB played well in the first half. Neither really settled in. Great defensive play by both, especially in their trenches. Tech should have ran the ball more than they did, or more creatively early on, in my opinion. The percentages might have been there, but I think it had more to do with them being so pinned so deep in their territory that they had to run the ball on certain downs.
4 turnovers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to. Will Stein's play calling was 30% ass. I'm going to say that, but also I just didn't get a feel from the offense that they were and I'm gonna blame Will Stein for that a little bit. It's really just the whole offense in general. I thought they were shaky. I thought Dante Moore was shaky. I thought there was a lot of negative plays that canceled out his ability to call good plays because they were fumbling here. They were doing this. He was making quick reads, throwing into a screen where he wasn't looking and the man was jumping up into his wide receiver's face. I mean, I think he messed up Will Stein's play call and rhythm with those negative plays, and then those fourth down stops. They were super aggressive. We got stopped on a few fourth downs. Like you said, 4 turnovers gifted, a few failed fourth downs, and only in the first, and they only had 6 points in like off those first 2 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? So Texas Tech was easily still in it, and at that point, it was hard to tell who was really better. You know what I'm saying? But the real problem is that Texas Tech got down early. They have a really good running back I thought could really help them and lead them to a win, but they were never up. So their running game was never that effective. They played into the hands of Oregon's defense, and they showed them niggas why. Dan Manning is that man out there in the West Coast. That's a hell of a defense.
Scoreless.
There's nothing else to say.
Scoreless. In a playoff game.
And then Indiana, Alabama, the winner of that game being Indiana, will be playing Oregon.
They dominated them, bro. Double their first downs. 300 more yards, 200 more yards of offense, more passing yards, rushing. It's not even a fair comparison. What else? 1 turnover, which ain't too bad. Indiana's third down efficiency, they was 9 for 14. So when they needed it, they got it done.
That's one thing I will give Miami last night. I'm pretty sure Miami had like 70% efficiency on third.
All that added up equals 38-3, bro.
Somebody told me it was like, yeah, man, Alabama's not a running team, but, they're a passing team. Like, really? Did Alabama's quarterback get hurt or something, or did he just get pulled out the game?
Yep, he got hurt on that fumble. So that 1 turnover I saw.
He got hurt on that? Okay. I did see that. I
Yeah,
thought it was a weak ass fumble. I didn't realize he got hurt. Okay.
Might have even I can't remember if he played after that, but whatever, regardless, they was initiated on that play.
I
And
mean,
then
he
old
was
dude
still
came
12 of
in.
16, 12 of 16 for 67 yards, bro. Like, and listen to this. And you're like, yeah, Alabama's not a running team. Boy, hell yeah. When their quarterback is their leading rusher, nigga. 3 carries, 17 yards. He had the longest run of the game.
And that the fumble, which was the fumble.
Well, I guess Austin
Yeah.
Mack had a gain of 13, but he got sacked so many times that -8 yards was his total. But anyways, you know, like Indiana's top running back had more yards than Alabama's top 2 receivers. Indiana's running back had more yards than Alabama's top 3 receivers.
They only had
No, no, no,
170
no, no, no.
passing.
Almost top 2 receivers. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong thing. So yeah, that's why I'm
They
like,
only had a 193 total. I mean, that's enough right there. 193 total yards
and
of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
offense.
Mendoza didn't have a bunch either. He had 193 himself. So if Mendoza didn't have over 200 yards passing, and he had more yards than y'all did,
He didn't even have to.
it goes back to the Carson Beck situation. So when you really look at this team, this is what me and Rashad were talking about at the beginning when it comes to the construction of your roster. When we're talking about in reference to Louisville, and why we believe the trenches and defense is so important. We have two teams whose quarterbacks threw for less than 200 yards, and still won by double digits in both of them. One won by 30, the other one by 10. So my Carson Beck and Mendoza.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. So we don't. Everybody's thinking we need a Mendoza. We don't. We need a complimentary quarterback, a complimentary Carson with a hell of a team. That's what gets you into CFP. That's just me though. So, but I mean, no, they completely shut them down. And Indiana plays big boy football, which is what I've. If you've been around me any point this year, and we've talked about Indiana football, I've said the same thing. It's real man football. It's real grown football. It's real. You know, when your rapper's favorite rapper, that's your ball player's favorite ball club. Not Indiana, but the way they play the game, the way they get down, the way they show up at every week, and they just like, I'll take whatever's in front of me, and I will beat that shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're Ohio State, Michigan. I don't give a fuck about your traditions. I don't give a fuck about what you think of me. I don't give a fuck about nothing besides beating your ass and showing the world that you're not who you think you are, and I am. I've arrived. It's my story. You're a side character in my story, nigga. I've been a side character in yours for too long. For my white girls, that's 27 dresses. But you feel me? Like that's when it comes to building something. I think that is what we'll see. Back to the old school shit, philosophies and that. And Brown plays to that. We've seen that with his running game and his defense since he's been back.
By the way, the portal is open.
It's 12:03. You have opened the portal with me and Rashid. I think it's close to a full moon. So I'm trying to think. Outside of that, the only thing I have is NFL incentive opportunities and wrapping up 2025.
I have nothing else.
Cool.
So let's do your thing.
NFL, NFL, NFL. I will repeat for those who don't know, this is Oddball, ODDBA. Throw up your double L's. You know what it is. Me and Rashid, aka Rashad, and we on the pod. But anyways, back to the point. You may see us, you might be in and have some official sponsorships or ties to people. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. If you want to know, you can probably just pay attention to who we've been teaming up with. It's pretty simple, but on our sports shit. But we'll have some new shit for you. This is only the beginning of ever changing landscape for us on here. So shout out to those opportunities. But let's get into NFL opportunities. So every time we get to the end of NFL season, we have notable incentives for certain players when it comes to potential earnings
Yeah.
and what needs to happen in that final week in order for them to get those earnings. And what we see, any of these players run it up, literally. First one we're starting with Keenan Allen. Potential total earnings 1.25 million. He needs 6 catches, over 9 yards of over 9 total receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Ooh,
As his teammate, well, really as his quarterback, do you target him?
of course I do.
The only thing I'm worried about is the 2 damn touchdowns.
Me
'Cause
too.
the 6 for 9 yards. just getting you 6 receptions, you're gonna have more than 9 yards. So that wouldn't
Yep.
be
So that's easy. That's easy. We're
the
worried about the 2
touchdowns,
touchdowns
though.
because if I can get you 2 touchdowns, I can find you 4 catches somewhere else.
I believe so. I would believe so.
Slant, hitch, out. I can find you 4. I can find you 4 other catches in that route, and just in simple route tree. So second player, Rico Dowdell. Is that how you say his name? Panthers.
Dowdle.
1.2. Yeah, Dowdle. 1. Yep, exactly. That's why I'd be like Dowdell, nigga. 1.25 million. All he has to do is be active and score a touchdown. I
He
like
needs
Rico. I like Rico right now.
yeah, when we get
1.25
down
million.
to the red zone, here.
He has to play and he has to score. That's it. So 1.25 million. That's a lot. Sam Darnold for the Seahawks. 1 million in potential total earnings with 3 passing touchdowns and 150 yards, which ironically is his usual effort.
You know, though, when something's like on the line, it usually don't go how you want it. I don't know. Only the greats can make it go how they want when it's time to make it go how they want, if that makes sense.
I love the fact that you said that, Rashad. Literally every single word, because that's a perfect segue. Aaron Rodgers, Steelers, 500,000. All you have to do is win.
I'm so torn. So
You don't want to see your man get a 500,000? You a hater.
can I hold 100,000?
A hundun, a honey bun.
Aaron, let me flip 100,000 for you. Ain't that what they be saying?
Would you rather have a lunch with Jay-Z or a win against Baltimore with Aaron Rodgers?
That's crazy. Real
So,
quick on those little questions. They be pissing me off when they choose a lunch with Jay-Z. Like over like $100,000. Because he's gonna tell you how to get more. Shut up. I hate when people try to be over, like, you know what I mean? Just like overdoing it. Like,
over philosophical,
yes, bro. Like,
like a pseudo
he's
niggatry now.
probably, if you tell him that when you sit down to lunch, he's gonna be like, why? Do you have a talent? He's gonna be like, do you have a talent that I can, like, make
You have
money
to have
off of
some kind of
myself?
skill. Do you have
Okay, you
$100,000
don't?
skill?
Okay, nigga, why didn't you take 100,000? Like, all you gonna be able to do with me is take a selfie and say I ate with Jay-Z,
Get your lunch
nigga.
paid for.
Like, it's crazy, bro. Anyways,
$100,000 lunch. The fuck you is. Oh, it's funny. All right.
like, give me my 100,000.
Tony Pollard, 500,000 in potential total earnings. Needs 66 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns.
66?
Yeah, he's with the Titans, so you know he ain't getting that shit.
Good luck, nigga.
Good luck. Good luck, bum ass nigga.
That's what old girl is gonna say to him when he go out there.
Good
Knowing
luck.
she don't want him to get that.
Right. Dawson Knox for the Bills, 500,000. He needs 7 yards and a touchdown. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. That's real.
doable.
Dawson Knox, yeah, he's a tight end. Of course he's gonna be in the red zone.
Boy, he gonna be running his route so
hard,
bro.
bro. So hard, dog.
Like,
So hard.
be fired up if he don't hit
Hey,
him and he's
can you-
open. You like,
Could,
come on.
hey, can you imagine if he hits him in the hands and he drops it, bro? Can you imagine dropping $500,000, bro?
I can't. Because
I would be more hurt over that drop than any drop in my life. Like we could over that Mark Andrews drop. I would care more about 500,000.
right, it's going. He gonna think about that in 20 years, bro. Just sitting around, just like, I can't believe that I dropped that football.
Saquon Barkley needs 87 scrimmage yards for a 500,000. That's doable.
It's doable.
That's
I don't know if
doable.
he will do it, but it's doable.
Nah. I don't think he will either. I'm not gonna say I don't think he will. 30% chance he'll do it. 25% chance. And then Caleb Williams needs 270 yards for 4,000 yards total on the season, which will qualify him for the future Matt.
So he's investing into his future.
He's investing into his 401k. He's
boy.
He's maxing out his contributions.
He about to go out there and get loose. Pause for Caleb
No,
Williams.
because I was about to say, because he's a loose. I was,
You mean
I was about to loose booty ass nigga.
right? Shit.
Shit, that's crazy. Yeah, so that's my notable incentives for the NFL. So we're gonna see. We'll double back and count a nigga's pockets on the back end.
Right. See who and we should call this segment that. We might take the N word out, but count a nigga
But
pockets.
kind of kind of bleeps pockets.
Right. Who won? Who got their shit done?
All right, and then lastly on the iPod, if you'd been messing with us, we'd appreciate it. Make sure this is the wrong one. All right, and then lastly, let's recap the 2025 sports biggest headlines and see in hindsight how we feel about them, what we think about them, and if they truly did have an effect or not, or if it's just cool, keep it moving. So, I mean, Rory McIlroy earns career slam. He been missing that. He been saying he's Nike's golden child after Tiger, and he ain't no winner. And he completed it. And then did some Ryder Cup shenanigans. Do we care though? We don't.
You
We
gotta be a
don't.
real hardcore fan of
Like, yeah,
just
but
sports to
like of
care.
sports, and then like more Rory, like Scotty Scheffler being on a run. Like Scotty Scheffler and Louisville, when did this past year? Am I tripping?
Yeah. I think it was
That
last
was
year.
that was the biggest story in
Right.
golf. Not
Oh yeah,
Rory,
that's
Scotty.
if you especially if you live or are from Louisville,
That
that's
is
what you're gonna
easily
think about more.
the
I
biggest
mean,
golf story in Louisville
I
is
forgot
Scotty
that
Scheffler.
Rory did that till you just said it. So
Right.
I'll never forget Scotty Sheffield got his ass locked up by PD.
Middletown had that nigga hemmed up, whatever he was at. So shout out LMPD. Nah, for real, shout out y'all though. I mess with y'all. Y'all got a new helicopter. It's been 20 years. I saw that.
20 years, nigga down.
Same one that was pulling up at the school functions and shit, nigga. It's been
What
the
y'all
same
doing
one.
with the old one? Let me have that.
Let me get that.
Paint the iPod on that motherfucker.
Start giving tours, nigga. Alex Ovechkin passes Wayne Gretzky, the all-time record that's there for 26 years. Then got to 900 goals.
So I don't necessarily care a lot, but I care about it more than Rory. And that's impressive because Wayne Gretzky, that name is like MJ in
It
hockey.
is. It is.
So
And Ovechkin he's
when
that man. He's
when
that
when
that man.
ESPN was big and I used to make sure I watched the top 10 plays, I actually
Alex
look forward
Ovechkin.
to
Me
some
too.
Ovechkin plays.
Ovechkin was doing silly shit.
I'd be like,
He was
"What?"
doing absolute nigga laying on his back, nigga smoking a cigarette, nigga flicking a puck into the back of the net. The fuck?
Like,
He got
crazy.
tripped and fell down and slid on the back and flipped it
Right.
over. And it's just like,
He's doing that with on some ice skates? Okay.
right, with no teeth. It's crazy. With his little retainer teeth. But
Right.
have this as a top 5 moment. Mavericks stunning deal of Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Is that your biggest NBA sports story of last year? Like when you really think about it?
It has to be. That just don't happen the way it happened. It just don't happen.
Especially when you double it, when you couple it with Cooper Flag.
That makes it even bigger, right? The comeback.
That's what made it bigger.
I ain't gonna get into that. Y'all know I'm a Mavs fan. If you didn't know, now you know.
If you didn't know, now you know, nigga.
Right.
You know very well who we are. We will trade your favorite
We will trade your
superstar.
style.
Oh shit. We'll trade for him
We
too.
gotta lose.
No. Cause it was script.
Yeah, bro, that's hey, we like we're eating this motherfucker. Hey,
Had to fire Nico's bitch ass cause he
yes,
was
right.
tricking.
Man, bro, it was all a dream.
I used to have Luka before AD.
I used to have Luke all on my team.
now I now He's, he said, he said, "No, I got a broken down Clay and a half working Kyrie."
Half working Kyrie.
All right, we done, y'all. That's our terrible rendition.
Shit.
Niggas was probably with us too at first. It's probably like they chewing that motherfucker.
Right. Hey. When when it starts off shaky, but then a nigga starts killing a little bit, like, wait a minute. Hold on.
They finding they foot.
Right. They found their flow on that one. They found their sound. Shit.
Niggas usually suck, but they aight on that one.
That's
Baseball, if we want to go baseball centric for Louisville, Will Smith's home run. Will Smith's
right.
home run to win the World Series, boy.
That's dope.
Definitely.
That's Louisville legend shit.
That is. That is definitely Louisville legend shit. The best catcher, I mean, admittedly, a lot of people believed he was the best catcher in baseball, just had a nice little contract to represent that. And an the organization invested in him, and it's nice to see that he invested back in them long term as well, giving them I don't know, a record number championships. I don't know if it's them or the Yankees. I can't remember. But they used to be Brooklyn Dodgers, so it's all the same. But shout out Will. Dope shit. If you like tennis, I mean, men's wise, I mean, it was just Sinner and Alcaraz. If you haven't watched Alcaraz and Sinner, it's good. It's something that we'll allude to maybe in the NBA, where it's the transference of the guard. Nadal, Federer, Djokovic last year, they're all gone. New day and age. And with the women, maybe Sabalenka is my player of the year. She was wilding this year. Sabalenka was wilding. She's emotional. I'll show you an Open's about to start. She's really fucking good. I like Iga too, but ain't really too much news there. I mean, if you want to talk boxing, this is a good question. Whose retirement stunned the fighting world more, Terrence Crawford or John Cena?
It's got to be Cena. I'm sorry. Like, for Crawford, the only reason I say that is for Crawford. We all know one scripted and one it's real deal.
Right, right,
Real
right.
deal when with Crawford, he did what was expected of him, and actually not expected, but he went out on top. And it's just like, what more do you want to see from him?
Right.
You want to see so Cena, since it's scripted, is more. It's like, damn, is this really your last time doing this? Like, that hurt. The run hurt because it wasn't that good. I'm sorry. I'm sure if there's a WWE fan out there that sees this, you'll argue with me, but it wasn't. Like, halfway through it, they changed it because for the sake of changing it. Anyways, and then how it ended at the very end where he just gets choked out. His character is never give up. And that was the last image you see of him wrestling is giving up, tapping out with a smile on his face, and now he's a meme. So, John.
I don't know if I can dignify like that explanation with a response. We should just kind of leave that there. So Terry Rozier.
Real quick, just because I ain't did this in a long time, we got a figure of the week.
For
The
people who
young John
listen,
Cena.
for people who listen, I was about to say, for people who listen, wise Rashad is showing us John Cena's action figure, but he's showing us babyface.
This is like when he first
That's
won the
babyface John
championship.
Cena.
Yep.
When he has the jorts on, he has the cutoff jorts. He's a lot more hip hop chain. I'm pretty sure he made his own intro music then. A lot of that was he was a lot more grassroots. I would call that grassroots John.
Yep.
He was getting it from the mud.
That was that first gimmick that pushed him to the top where he
It
won
was
that championship.
right. The nigga looked like a Def Jam character.
Right.
That's exactly what he looked like.
Fight for Massachusetts. That's where he from.
Fight for Nikki Bella, who's dating Cooper DeJean.
It's a wild, wild world out here.
She's 40 something. My nigga's 25.
I say the YWs.
The YWs. Stop fucking on something that's waiting to fuck on your second contract.
Crazy, bro. Y'all keep falling for this shit.
I know that's the same way I feel. The same way I feel. Like, thing kills me is like, this is just my perspective, right? It's all kind of new, beautiful, brand new PUSSY out there. What the fuck you want this same shit for? I don't want Amber Rose. I want the next Amber Rose. You could have had you
Said
so
it
many.
like that.
Right. Like Cooper DeJean to me is top 10 white boy in the world.
Nikki the
Like he's up
Box.
there. Like he's top. Like you can get what you want. Like you can get you Haley Steinfeld. You can get you Sydney Sweeney's. The fuck you fucking with her? I'm sorry. I don't mean to do Nikki like that.
I think he's going through a little phase of just like he
Getting
might
bitches.
be a bit of a wrestling fan, and he's like, "There's a diva that wants me." I'm like, "Nigga,
But she
you
was
can
a
get
diva
all the
20
bitches
years
you
ago.
want, right? You can get them all if you wanted to."
What's my girl's name? Not Trina.
Boy, go to NXT. Tell Cooper to hit up Shawn Michaels and hang out with NXT.
That's where they at. They at NXT right now for real. Okay, that's all it needs to be said, audience. So
Shawn Michaels knows what he's doing over there. Keep
he
quiet.
does. That's good.
Boy,
That's
oh
good.
boy.
Because I'll argue that the reason Audi crooks don't get the love Caitlin Clark gets is because people keep saying it's white and black. I think it's too simple. I don't think it's marketable to be
Of
a
course.
big man in women's sports. Asia Wilson isn't marketable, but Juju is. Is it because Juju's more feminine? I don't think so. I think it's because big women who play big man don't sell. Lisa Leslie doesn't sell. Rebecca Lobo doesn't sell. But Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird and like we want our men to be manly and we want our women to be feminine and good. So Alex Morgan, you don't have to be the best. You pretty, so you straight. But your other girls, y'all got to be better to get lucrative, to get the same opportunities when it comes to marketability. People be like, Audi or Asia don't get as much love as Caitlyn and Paige. I don't believe it's white and black. I believe it's hard to sell people on a big man, which is really a woman playing that position. I just don't think it's sexy.
Sexy according to a certain demographic of people, but
Which is crazy. A woman's sexy because she does this and does that. I don't know. It's sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez Louise. But same things happen to men all the time, you know.
you're right.
So it's the same way. A little bit more racial in men, but it's because men is men. It's a flat baseline in a man's world.
Right. This or that.
So I just had to say that real quick, get that off my chest. Keep going. Hurry up, finish this up for people who don't like long episodes, but are still rocking with us. Thanks for rocking with us. But anyways, college basketball wise, Walter Clayton, right? He was the story of last year.
Yeah.
I just want
Starting
to make
off
sure.
with that photo of him and Patino, and he's like overweight, like a 0-star recruit, whatever he was at Iona,
Yep, at
on the
Iona.
way up to leading Florida to a national championship.
Multiple comebacks on the road to a championship. Multiple big shots. Shadur Sanders, the biggest controversial news, like the most controversial saga of the year. Thanks, Shadur Sanders.
As far as NFL, yes, a fifth rounder getting this much attention, getting this much hate, getting this much love, getting this much anything.
I would put it the reaction and responses up there with the Luka Doncic trade, all the way from before he got drafted to training camp.
But it's still going.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's exactly why I was like, that's why it's the biggest story, right? Because like it's snowballed into 2026. Like it ain't gone nowhere.
I mean, that
It
argument
never
is
stopped.
right now, like happening. You can go in a comment section and somebody's talking about it right now. Like it's unbelievable.
Did Sharon Moore have the biggest fall off? Him or Terry Rozier? Who made the worst decision?
Gambling, or I think more. You fucked up like your life. Like Rozier
That's
did
worse than a
in a
Fed
sense
sentence.
too.
That's worse than a Fed sentence, isn't it?
Like
A Fed
you
sentence is gonna fuck up your life, right? But fucking up your life yourself is worse than a Fed sentence. You
well,
gave yourself a Fed sentence
you did something that niggas don't do, and then you fucked it up.
by doing shit that niggas don't do.
Damn.
Also, someone else who has ties to Louisville, which is why I pitted them twos together. Who do you think had the most influential basketball injury of 2025? Wembayama is 46 games. Blood clot. Kyrie Irving, Juju Watkins, Damian Lillard with the Bucks, Jason Tatum with the Celtics, Tyrese Halliburton with the Achilles, or Caitlin Clark in the Fever?
So for me, the two I'm thinking about is Halliburton and Juju.
Mm,
Halliburton because that was during the
finals. No,
so
yeah, semifinals, finals.
whatever that
Yeah,
that run that I mean he was a big part of that team. So
he was spearheaded the offensive motion.
and the clutch gene that he was carrying during that run is like every time they needed it, everybody knew, and he still would do it.
I
So
still think OKC was better as a team, but I could see a world where Tyrese Halliburton, if he doesn't tear his
just
Achilles,
just
puts him
with
over the
him,
edge. And now
right?
Indiana is the hottest sports state in the entire world. Indiana Pacers, Indiana Colts started out hot as shit before they fell off and everybody got hurt. Indiana Fever, Indiana Hoosiers football. It's the hottest sports state in the world. If that doesn't happen,
That's crazy.
that's my, you know, alternative history.
The only reason I said Juju is my other one is because I'm a Juju fan, and I just tearing it that early and like as far as how young she is, I ain't saying she can't come back, but damn, she was she's really, really good at basketball. And just because this and that person came back and they were better or whatever doesn't mean everybody can do that. And especially she's a young lady. So like that don't mean that her body can just bounce back like that. So I'm hoping it can, but yeah, that's my other one.
No, 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 no. I was about to say your boy Jaden Daniels. He didn't go out with a knee injury. Nah, he went out with an elbow injury. So I say, damn, we lost both the couples to knee injury.
Lost a couple, damn.
Damn, is that
What
what their
y'all over
mamas
there
was talking?
doing?
Big
Right.
thick ass mamas. Y'all need to work on your. Oh,
Bad
that's supposed.
juju.
We
I'm
need
just
good juju.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tyrese Halliburton. That's it. I think it was it for real. I think it was it. Can't believe we're seeing Philip Rivers in 2026.
He retired again.
I told you about the healthcare thing, didn't I?
I think he did, but I forgot.
Maybe we'll end the show on this. For people who don't know, NFL's healthcare coverage runs out 5 years after you leave the league or you retire. This was Philip Rivers' fifth year. Philip Rivers has over 11 or 12 kids. He
Not
just now became
one,
a grandparent.
not
Not
two,
two,
not
not
three,
three,
not
not
four,
four,
not
not
five,
five.
not six, not seven.
At least on the NFL insurance is dime. So feel short him taking his contract, he re-upped and got an extra 5 years. And for anyone who has kids under 26, you know how much that means. So Cam Newton, they didn't want to pay insurance for your shit. They just wanted to do some good old boy stuff with Phillip Rivers, I guess. Take care of his family. I ain't hating either. But I just want y'all to know, with Trump in office, these premiums is going up. Stupid. Stupid. And we should give an NFL a stadium named to you, bruh.
No comment.
Also, Dave Chappelle, we ain't stupid.
Watch FD Signifier's video.
You did?
Chappelle.
He's completely right for people who, I guess is the last thing we'll say. For the man who fled to Africa when the white man put you in, this is his words, right? I wouldn't say the white man, right? I think the white man, probably need to recycle that word with the powers to be. When they offered you something that you couldn't refuse, but you refused it and ran away to Africa, you found sanctuary there to some degree. Probably with most death, more so. Yassine, shout out Yassine Bey. The Saudi government is in cahoots with the people exploiting the Sudanese, with the group of people exploiting the Sudanese people and their resources. It's the same thing we claim the white man did in the colonialization. But you're taking money from them is crazy. That's crazy, Dave. We fuck with you. But don't act like you know revolutionary, nigga. Just be a comedian. That's all good. We still love you. People like, damn, that went deep.
I mean, it
Did.
is what it is.
It is but it is what it is. Like, don't go to somebody's home and they get paid from a nigga trying to destroy the home. You seek refuge in that place, and now People paying you is destroying that place. I don't know. Some people don't have survivor's remorse, but I ain't hating on Dave for real. I just thought that was interesting. And that's our sports.
That's our show.
That's our show. Thanks for joining. Hope y'all have a fantastic evening. No, but in seriousness, appreciate y'all for messing with the ODD, BALL. I'm sure we'll have clips out tomorrow. I'm sure we'll have clips out all week. I'm sure we'll have more to come. If for people who don't know, this is OddBall. This is not OddPod. It is all under the same umbrella, but under this, we only speak ball. For people who don't know, we will probably expand into some kind of musical branch as well. You know how there's an executive, a legislative, and a judicial? We're going to have a musical, a regular pod, and a sports one to govern us in thought.
And I just want to say thank you for the support. The stuff he's talking about, we couldn't even do without our guests and our people that watch it. Like,
It's a team
this,
sport for sure. It's a team sport.
this all started with us just talking, and then people wanted to be a part of it. And that's what we did it for, and it worked. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for people listening, for the people who will listen, for the drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, interact with us. We did something wrong, you ain't like, not even that. You just have some kind of critique. This could be better. Maybe this. Or y'all could talk about this. Or could you talk about that? Or maybe could you lay out the whatever. Please reach out. Please comment. Please whatever.
I got a new IG handle. It's Odd Rashad, Odd_Rashad. So that's a new name for me. You got Odd Rashad, Pod Rashad, Shitty, Shid, Bra, my
Of
mocking
course,
name.
right. Of course, y'all know me under Mark J of NR, but two main pages: OddPod, OddBall, OddPod, OddBall. Maybe give us a good name for our music shit.
We got a few ideas, but
So, all right, fam. Appreciate y'all messing with us. Y'all have a great week. All love. Later.